What's up, everybody? It's Gone Turbo here. This is Skyrim Special Edition coming at you on Xbox One, the original Xbox One. Yes, I play on the original Xbox One. In today's video, we're going to continue our Civil War quests, but I have a number of mods already that I want to share with you guys. Some new mods, and some that have been out for a while, but that I'm trying out, and I'm very excited about trying out. So right now we are in the middle of, actually, not really in the middle, we've just started the Stormcloak Civil War quest line, and I'm here in Windhelm and need to go take care of some ice wraiths. But I wanted to show you a few mods in my load order here that I wanted to highlight today, and a few that have been suggested or recommended that I give a try. So I want to give a shout out to True to Gaming, and also Leon McKeever. So here's what they've suggested that I try as I go down my load order here. There's a mod here by TLS. It's called TLS Forest Restoration. It's a tree mod that retextures trees to make them look more crisp and clean. And it's supposed to help with performance. And I wanted to show you this because I'm still trying to get a sense of if it helps with performance or not. But it looks nice. I like the vanilla trees, and this changes them a little bit. And if it is more performance friendly, there's not a huge difference. So it's kind of neat. I wanted to show you guys that. And also, Leon McKeever mentioned or suggested this simple loading screen mod, which is towards the bottom of my load order. Sometimes miscellaneous mods I kind of stick towards the bottom if I don't know where they go. And yeah, TESG load screen replacer. Now this is a pretty big mod. It's about 65 megabytes. But for each loading screen, you get a Skyrim scene that kind of looks like a painting or a watercolor. There's about 205 high resolution screenshots that resemble paintings, and they also have new little sayings or quotes or things on the bottom of your screen. There's a whole bunch of new ones of those, which is kind of neat. So this is really cool, and I wanted to show this off if we get to a loading screen, which we will in a moment as we leave here. A few other things I'm playing with is not Mythical Ages, Obsidian Weathers and Seasons, and True Storms with the True Storms and Spectral patch. You can see I have Mythical Ages in my load order here that is not active, only because at some time soon I might play with Mythical Ages again, but not now. I'm sticking with Obsidian to kind of get through some of the seasons. With that being said, I wanted to show you something else that that is going to be kind of neat when it comes to seasons. And also, I wanted to mention this mod here. This is Still. It's inspired Skyrim music. It's about 12 megabytes. It's really small, but it adds some atmospheric background exploration and dungeon music to the game. And in testing this out already, I really like it. I wanted to listen to it a little bit more, and we'll explore a little bit today. We'll turn up the volume of the music here, and hopefully we'll get some new tracks as we play today. So those are just a couple mods I wanted to highlight in this Let's Play today. And finally, I wanted to give another shout out to Hisomu Shikij. Hope I'm saying that right. So he's a friend on Xbox, and has come up with a Ruby ENB type of setting for Xbox, and hopefully I can get that shared with everybody maybe at some point. But we're working together on creating a Ruby ENB type of look for the game, so we'll see what happens with that. But shout out to him. Ooh, so no loading screen here because it's only a quick out the door, but hopefully we'll get to some of these loading screen shots as we enter some other areas here. So there's a couple of mods, or a couple of things that I wanted to show you in a couple of mods that I already have that we'll get to in just a moment as we head out to find these ice wraiths as I prove my worth for the Stormcloak side of things. Alright, so I typically play without music. It's kind of neat. If you want to try a different experience, just turn your music off and enjoy the sounds of the game without the music. But I'm going to turn it up just ever so slightly. Alright, this is still the regular music. If we get some of the other music from the other mod, I'll be sure to stop and turn up a little bit more. Alright, so this is Obsidian Weathers. I want to make sure I know where I'm going first. Kill the ice wraith. I want to turn these off for just a moment. Alright, where are we headed? Ooh, I gotta go way up there. This is a brand new character. So I am at level -2. I don't know. And he's gonna be my Stormcloak soldier. Just regular army. Private in the army. Maybe work our way up to captain someday. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Obsidian Weathers real quick, because it's something I have come to realize. I mentioned this in my last video, but Obsidian Weathers and Seasons is designed to be atmospheric, or so the mod description says. And if we think about what atmospheric means, I mean, obviously atmosphere is part of that, the root of that word. But what makes this stand out, in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion, is atmospheric in the sense that there's a level of beauty that no other mod that I've played with can pull off. And the best way to describe it is that they have done an artful job of balancing the foreground, midground, and background of this game with this mod. Now we all know that the LOD, the level of detail, the far background of this game is not very good. You know, you see it a lot where people say the ugly LOD of Skyrim. So the far background of the game is less detailed than anything that is up close. I mean, obviously, you know, when you get up close to an object, you're going to want it to look good, and you're less concerned about what's way in the background. But with a game like this, that is beautiful and meant to be enjoyed in that visual kind of way, this mod, it tends to blanket that far background in a misty fog that just works. It works well. It's not too much. It's not too little. It varies. There's some variation, and it blends with the midground and the foreground. So you get this balance of everything as far as the eye can see, just working well. There's been attention given to the horizon, so there's not these horizon lines along the water that just look fake. You know, this is particularly foggy and cloudy right here. It's not always like this, but there's so much variation that it on any given day, with cloud cover and time of day, it just works brilliantly. Foreground, midground, and background. There's just this balance of it. That's the best way that I can kind of describe what's very unique and what I really like about this mod. There's so many moments where I'm looking at the mountains going, this is nice. Where am I headed? Yeah, we're getting there. So in one of my last videos I mentioned that that one setting that I am finding on my display with this mod that really does the trick is adjusting brightness. And in my settings, I actually have my brightness at about 50%, right about there. And I believe, if I recall, my display enhancement settings, I've reduced brightness just a little bit. A little increase in saturation, but I don't think I've even touched, I don't think I've touched contrast. Maybe once. But the brightness will definitely take care of that with this mod. In my last video I died going down the waterfall. I'm not going to do that again. And I do not have Frostfall activated, so I can take care of this area without having to worry about freezing to death. Without freezing to death. Bleak Coast Cave discovered. So there's a good chance that I'm not going to do so well, because do I even have a sword? Yeah, I have a sword. My character is so new. This is going to be a challenge. What's up? What up? I don't like those things. So you can see it's starting to cloud up, and it just looks so great back there. It looks very atmospheric. And again, this is with True Storms in the Spectral patch. So you're going to get some bleaker cloud cover here. It's really nice. Sometimes I do get seams in the sky, mostly on a kind of a foggy, cloudy rendering of the weather. There's a seam that happens about just above eye level. But you can see how beautiful that horizon looks. Realistic Water 2 at work. Just no problem at all there. Very nice. Where am I going? Ooh, I think we have some music. Yes, we do have some music. Let's turn that up. You hear that? Let's enjoy the sounds here of still music mod here. Here they are. Oh, he took a chunk out of me. Oh no. This might not go so well. You're mine. Gotcha! Yes! Got him. Who are we? Okay. Huh. I never knew there was a standing stone out here. Very nice. We will keep this music on because I think we have even more. Let's go this way. I'm liking it. I'm liking this music mod. It's right up my alley. I'm going to enjoy it while we walk back to the castle. What's this all about? Is this a free horse? What are you doing, buddy? Well, I'll take that. Somebody must be out hunting. I'm not going to take your horse. I'm a Stormcloak. I am more honest than that. So you have this music mod playing. It sounds really nice. I really like it. And here's another cool example. I'm going to turn it down because I got to show you guys a couple of things here. I do like that mod though. I'll just turn this down to a slightly low. Alright, here's another great example of what Obsidian Weathers and Seasons does. It illuminates the clouds in such a beautiful way. I mean, look at that. Is your statue up there? Everything just blends so nicely. and it's not too hazy in the foreground. My character's not washed out with bright colors. In Obsidian Weather and Seasons, there's a setting that you can lower the sunlight, and I have that activated. Alright, so I mentioned True to Gaming suggesting this tree mod, this TLS tree mod. And here it is. The trees look quite vanilla, but they're textured just a little bit differently. Up close, they look exactly the same. Like the pine needles. Uh-oh. Oh no. Should I take them on? Let's do a quick save. I better take some potion. I'm getting... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I'm gonna take the Elixir of Cold. He gave me a weapon, didn't he? What did he give me that day? What did he give me that day? I found an egg. Damages target's health by 50 points. Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, there we go. That helped me a lot. Alright. Anyway, so the trees, the pine needles look the same, just different. You can definitely see the you can definitely see the that polygon kind of look that some tree mods make them look more fake. Like Forests of Dibella, I like that mod, but I'm not a fan of that mod, I guess. I like how it can make trees look from a distance, but when you get up close, the pine branches are just flat, and you can see how these are flat when you look at them from a certain angle. It just looks like a piece of paper. And there's nothing wrong with that from a distance. Like, it looks great from here. When you get up close, not so good. So I don't know. But I guess I would suggest this. If you're looking for a little bit more performance in your forested areas, this might do the trick. And if you like the vanilla look of the trees, which I do. So, because it doesn't make them look... I'll back up. I have Lush Overhaul mod, so that could be creating a more fuller look to the trees. But they still look good. They still look good. Nice little wallpaper shot right there, and right there. And right there, and right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. Alright, so I wanted to talk about Obsidian Brightness, which I did. I wanted to show you this tree mod, which I did. Loading screen mod, nothing yet, because we haven't gotten anywhere, but what time is it? Alright, it's 5 p.m. Something else I wanted to show y'all. It's August 20th. Saturday, August 20th, here in my world of Skyrim. I have Gregorian calendar mod that changes everything to months that we know and days that we know, instead of Tamriel months and days. And with some of these weather and season mods, you have to... I'll back up. Throughout the year, there are different variations to whatever time of year it is. So I've been playing for many hours, literally, in the month of in a particular month. I mean, this character has started in August, That's when your game starts if you start a new character. But my other character, my North Wolf character, I just play for hours without really resting and sleeping a lot, and it just takes a long time to get through a month. So if you want to start seeing some variation, you either have to sleep, play and wait it out, or do a couple of the things. And I have something else that you could try if you want to have a little variation. We're going to go over here just so you guys can see this. And I'm going to go a little further. All right. Now, there's something called timescale. It's a couple of things you can do. So in iNeed, if you have the iNeed mod, then you can adjust timescale. Now this sets how fast the in-game time passes. That's all it is. So for every minute in real life, X minutes pass in-game, which means the lower the value, the slower time passes in-game. So the default is 20. So at 20, I did the calculation one time. For every, I think it's for every 3 minutes of our Earth human lifetime as a gamer, I think it's every 3 minutes, 1 hour passes in Skyrim. So 6 minutes of playing is 2 hours. 9 minutes of playing is 3 hours in the game. So I think, you know, an 8-hour day is like a half hour of playing the game if you were just to play without, you know, your character resting or sleeping. If you lower this, the game's going to go much slower. So if you go all the way down to 8, you could play Skyrim for an hour and only, let's say, an hour passes in the game, kind of thing. That's what that means. So this is, in iNeed, it will slow down the day. The sun will move across the sky slower. The moon will move across the sky slower, if that makes sense. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to click that. But there's a way to speed up the time and speed up the day without resting. So you'd actually continue to play while time is going faster. I didn't mean to click on mods here, so I'm going to go to that. I meant to click on settings and to bring the music back down. They got to think. And with the music playing, I can't think. So cheat room mod. Cheat room is one of the most popular mods of all time. All kinds of things you can do with cheat room, and the actual room itself that you teleport to is amazing because you can pretty much get and do anything with that in that room and then come back to your game and just continue. But cheat game options, how about that? Let's see, what is it? Cheat game options. Yeah, why is that not coming up? Oh, there it is on my left side. So I enabled cheat game options. Weather, I can change. You can change time, meaning you can go like 6 o'clock, you can go to noon, you can go to 5 o'clock, whatever. Or you can go to time scale. And here you can slow the day down or you can speed the day up. 20 is default. This will help if you want to go through the days quicker to perhaps get to new months to see your weather mods that are seasonal change. I'm going to crank this right up to 256 and you're going to see what happens. (6:45 p.m.) You see it getting dark very quickly. If the moon was out, there's the moon. Okay, see the moon going? It's already 7:35 p.m. See that? So time is passing very quickly, 8:24 p.m. So in a matter of about what, 15 seconds. I've already had 3 hours go by. This works if you would like to get through your days quicker. Already 9 p.m. So what's it been, like 40 seconds, and we're already like 4 hours past when I just started this. If you want to go even quicker, this is crazy. It's 5:12. Things be moving. 10:30. 11. 11:30. You get the idea. Alright, I'm gonna go back to default. Put the brakes on! So that's the idea. Of course, with iNeed, which I use, I need to eat, and I need to eat and sleep. So if you have that mod installed, you're going to need to take care of your character. And I believe Frostfall as well will activate quicker or more quickly on your character. So that's just a neat little thing. And if you want to slow it down, you do that too. If you want to make your day slower, you can do that, but it's kind of grueling. So, you know, you can walk end to end. You can walk from Skyrim end to end, and it's crawling in its dent. And you know, you might think, man, it'd take all day go from one side of the map to the other, and you literally could set the time to make it last all day. So, but for me, default's just fine. So anyway, so those are a few things I wanted to share in this video today. In my last video, I also mentioned that Obsidian Weathers and Seasons will sometimes add a bright horizon to the night sky, but it doesn't always. Like in this case, it's not there. And I don't know if that's based on the month. That could be a thing that is different with the time of year. So this character is August, and my other character is like March. Totally other end of the calendar. So it could be that could actually be a seasonal feature with the way the sky looks at night. Alright, we're going to head back into Windhelm. We're going to complete this quest. And, man, I have gone through a lot of stuff in this video, haven't I? It's going to take me a while to get through this Civil War quest line at this rate, ain't it, eh? Still no luck on loading screen. Let me do this. Why don't we sleep till the break of dawn? And I don't think sleeping does a loading screen either.
Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
It's dark in here. It's really dark in here. I have ELE interiors, which makes the interiors dark, and the only light sources inside are light sources. But remember, I've lowered the brightness considerably. So, you know, and I enjoy using torches, which I don't have any right now. But with this setup, a interior lighting mod like
Hearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Got some fresh baked bread and good cheap. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
This way. If you use an interior lighting mod, like ELFX or Divine Interiors, it will probably work well with this setup, or just vanilla.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Fluff pillow? Fluff pillow? Well, ladies and gents, we are going to take a little rest till the morning, and I will see you on the flip side of this day, where we continue the Civil War quest, and perhaps talk about some other mods. And I do have a couple other things in store, so stick around. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.